Hello everybody, my name is Atlas, and welcome back to another epic video. Basically, let me explain what happened, okay? So I've been watching She-Ra for the last few weeks now, okay? And then I got up to about Season 4, Episode 2, okay? And then I was like, you know what? I just gotta binge it, okay? And it wasn't like a full-on commitment or whatever, but like I was like, yeah, okay. At some point, I was like, okay, you know what? We're just going to the end of the series because you know what? Screw it. We have to. At this point, I had to find out what happened. Okay. Yeah, I didn't sleep till about maybe like 7 in the morning. So yeah, but it was yeah, okay. I didn't really mind it because She-Ra is an amazing fucking show. Okay, it is literally so good. It is probably, if not my favorite, then it's definitely one of my favorites of all time. Okay, all right. So yeah, basically, that's the situation. Okay. Now I do want to say one thing. You know, if you watch my other tier lists, you'll know that like I usually say this is just my opinion. Think whatever you want. Okay. But listen, this is a different situation entirely. Okay. I am about to show you the truth. Okay. This is not my opinion. Well, it is my opinion, but it's like saying if like is the sky blue? Yes. It's like if you said your opinion was that like the sky was blue. Okay. Like basically you get the idea. This tier list is the most correct tier list you'll see on the entire internet. Okay. And so yeah, we're just gonna hop into it right now. By the way, there are definitely going to be spoilers. Okay. I need to analyze different areas of the show to really make my case, okay? All right. And yeah, by the way, if you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind. That being said, let's hop into the video. Now, I know in like a lot of tier list videos, okay, generally you have to sit there and be like, oh, I like on the edge of your seat, and you're like, oh my god, I wonder who the best character is going to be. Please be my favorite. Like, no, listen, I gotta make a statement, okay? Let's be real. I need to make this statement about who the best character in the show is to as many people as possible, okay? And that more people are going to make it to more people are going to see this part of the video. So we're just going to go ahead and yeah, who is the best character? Um, well, I think I didn't bring a mouse, by the way. I'm on vacation, and it's like really hot in here, dude. But there you go, Catra on the throne as best character in the entirety of She-Ra, Princesses of Power. Okay. So yeah, let me explain why. Okay. Already, so, there's just so many fucking great things about her character, dude. Okay. Like already her mannerisms, okay, and aspects of her attitude, her aesthetic, okay? Like, hell, her aesthetic is probably even enough to drive her up to S plus tier alone, okay? Like, damn, bro. And her mannerisms, all of that, and also just her characteristics and traits are just so appealing to me, okay? And that's definitely, and all of that stuff mixed together is definitely enough to catapult her into the best character tier. But the cherry on top is her character development arc. Okay, now I'm gonna be real with you as someone who's a real big fan of Catra, obviously. Okay, seasons 1 through 4, it was kind of bittersweet seeing Catra on screen because, like, obviously I love seeing her on screen. Like, she's a great character, you know. She's one of the defining elements of the show, okay? One of the pillars of the show, okay? And it's great to see her on screen, but then, you got your emotional bits and you understand the consequences and, like, why she's doing what she does is because she's hurt, you know? She's really scarred and, she feels like her friend betrayed her and left her and she's been living in the shadow of Adora all her life, okay? And, I felt like that too, okay? I'm gonna be real, that's probably the reason I binged the entire show out, okay? Because I knew, because I was like, I know Catra has a redemption arc somewhere. So we're gonna have to power through there, because I can't just sit there and wonder, like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen, okay? No, I had to go through, watch the whole fucking thing, okay? But I will tell you, it is so fucking worth it when you get to season 5 and you're like, oh my god, finally, things are falling into place. Catra's finally going to be happy for once in her fucking life, dude. And that oh my god, Catra Dora, okay? That is literally one of the best fucking relationships I have ever fucking seen. In a show, really. In a show, okay? So overall, yeah, just some of her traits alone are enough to catapult her up to best character territory. So she's like she's pretty much like miles high of the S plus territory. Okay, all right. So yeah, and remember that this is the truth. This is not just an opinion. This is facts. Okay, this is just cold hard facts. Okay, I don't really care if you disagree with me, because you're just being dumb. Okay. All right. Now here's to a lesser character. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be fucking real. This is I think it's Micah's sister, okay? And I'm gonna be fucking honest, I was like, this character isn't really important to the story at all in any way, shape, or form. Like, she's definitely not a memorable character. She has no she's not essential to the plot at all whatsoever, okay? So oh, sorry, I hit my mic. But I don't know why they decided to add her, okay? Gonna be real. She didn't do much for me, and she's not a bad character, but she's definitely not a really memorable one at all. Okay. As for Light Hope, we're gonna put Light Hope in the B category. Okay. Here's why. Okay. Definitely, there have been times on screen where Light Hope has made me laugh. And she's definitely a good character, and but really, when I think of She-Ra, okay, I'm thinking of like a different cast of characters. Okay, she really helps the world building of the story. Okay, and she can be comedic relief at times, but it's like she's definitely not why I watch the show. Okay, she's definitely not really essential or that important. She's good for world building. Um, it's like if you took a brick. Okay, you took a brick out of a wall. It's not really special. Okay, it's just there for the entire infrastructure of the entire wall itself to stand. Okay, alrighty. Double trouble. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't bring my mouse. I don't know how many times I've mentioned that already, but it really annoyed. It was really a bad decision on my part. Okay, S plus tier. Double Trouble is a great character, a lot of nuance, and I'm gonna be honest. When she first premiered, first episode she was on, or they were on, I sorry, I was kind of like, yo, this character is about to be annoying. Okay, but Double Trouble is definitely a nuanced character, and it's kind of like I hate Double Trouble in some ways, because like all those times where Catra's like desperately calling out Double Trouble, please, are you there at least? And oh boy, man, that's definitely a hard arc, but it's a Double Trouble is a well written character. The voice acting is great. Um, not as good as Catra's. Sorry, man. I just have to say it, but like, it's still incredible, and a lot of traits, mannerisms, all of that. Um, yeah, it's definitely Double Trouble's a good character. Okay, alrighty, Micah boy. Okay, so the thing about Micah is he's definitely fun to watch on screen. Definitely, once again, it's kind of like the same thing as Light Hope, although definitely Micah stands out a lot more. It's not what I think of when I think of She-Ra. It's not what I think of when I think is what is core, what is essential, what is the best part of the show. But it's still a really well written character. Okay, he's still a real sorry, but yeah, he's still a really well written character. Okay, in terms of like writing overall. So as you can see, I'm not putting anything in the D or F tier just yet. Okay, or no, I'm not really doing that at all, and that's because as as much as I might dislike some of these characters, I don't think any of them really fall below into that D or F character territory. Okay, but yeah, all right. Next we have Princess Sparkles. Okay, Princess Sparkles. Oh, freak. Okay, okay. Um, that's a tough choice. S plus or S tier? Okay. We'll go with the S tier. Okay, or S plus tier. Okay. Reason why is, by the way, one thing I love about this series is like the design. Okay, and they're so quirky. Like all the different characters are so quirky, and it's kind of like they're normal people. At the same time, it's also, you can obviously tell, like, oh yeah, a lot of these people are fucking gay. Okay, but it's not like overdone in a way like Q Force, where it's all about them being gay. It's just a little detail that makes the show a lot. It's just a nice detail. Okay, it's important, good for inclusion, and like Cachador wouldn't exist without it. So like also that. Okay. Anyways, Glimmer is a good character, essential part of the friendship squad, as it's called at the end of season 5, and it's based. I mean, she's a good character. You would think like with someone like Glimmer, and she's all sparkly, and she's got the pink hair or the purple hair. You'd think, oh, this is just some cookie cutter character, but it's really like this character is maturing. You watch her mature and grow, and really make some tough decisions. Okay, even some bad ones, in order to you know protect her kingdom and all of that, or protect her friends, or whatever the case is. Okay, so she's definitely a nuanced character, although she might seem like she's not nuanced based on her attire and all of that. Okay, alrighty. Man, this is gonna take a fucking while, dude. This might be like a 45-minute long video. Okay, whatever. Okay. We got Glimmer's mom, and basically Glimmer's mom is not memorable really for me. Like, she's an important character, I think. I liked her plot arc at the end of season 3, but she's not like what once again with Micah, with Double Trouble, with whatever her name is. These aren't the people I think of when I think of She-Ra. I think definitely the characters that really make a fucking impact. Okay, alrighty, moving on. Okay, alrighty. Scorpia has got to be an S tier character. Okay, and definitely I'm not gonna put her in S plus territory, because I really there are a few characters that kind of outdo her. But she's definitely a really solid character. She's not like some sort of stereotype you can usually find in other movies and shows. Okay, and I mean, with a lot of these characters, there are a lot of nuances to them, and that's definitely one of Scorpia's things about her character that make her so appealing. Because she's quirky, she's kind of awkward and stuff, and then she's kind of like, she really wants to think the best of Catra. Okay, when really she was kind of being a bad friend to her. Okay, now, I'm not saying I'm not like calling her out, or saying she's bad or terrible or anything. I'm just saying she was a bad friend in that, because of other circumstances that made her that way. Okay, you get the idea. Anyways, Scorpia isn't really fun character. I like to see her interact with all the other characters. It's definitely funny. Okay, and just definitely interesting and all of that. Okay. And Trapta, I think, has got to go in the S tier. I'm not going to put her in S plus tier, because she's definitely an important character. She's definitely a really good character, well done. Thing is, there are a few characters that once again take the cake. Okay, that's really the difference between S plus and S. It's like, are you one of those characters that that really hit home? Okay, are you one of those characters or not? Okay. Wait. I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Who's actually on this roster? Okay. Do we have? Who's this? Hold on. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna. Oh, that's Huntara. Okay. Um, man, wait. Yeah, they have him on there. Oh, fuck it. Let's go. They have Wrong Hordak on the fucking character list. Okay. Based poggers. Anyways, to finish what I was saying about Entrapta, she's a quirky character, but then I like how, she has to kind of try and become friends and everything with the people she cares about, and she develops deeper and deeper ties. And I especially like how she was like the only one who was able to, make Hordak feel any sort of, emotions and all that. She's definitely a good character, okay? Alrighty. Now, Cat Boy himself, or Cat, I don't know gender, okay? But this cat thing, okay, I don't know their name, okay? Because, let me be honest, they introduced the cat, um, like 8 episodes before the show ended, and so I didn't really have a chance to really memorize that name. Okay, that's the only reason. It's not that the cat is insignificant or anything. It's just that I didn't get the time. I didn't have the time, man. Um, I think it's like Mew or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's an adorable cat, dude, and I really like the connection. Okay, that the cat and that Mew and I guess and Catra really have. It's definitely something interesting. It's an interesting dynamic. I really like seeing the cat on screen because I like how the cat knows when Catra's doing something that she doesn't really want to do, and so you know and when the cat tries to make her go back to Adora because she knows that Catra wants to be with Adora, and that whatever she was saying that about like not being needed or whatever was just false, I guess. Anyways, all right. Oh baby, we got my boy Rogelio, I think. Rogelio, yeah. Rogelio, absolute gamer. He's kind of an bottom S tier. We'll get okay. Okay. Reason he made the cut to S tier is he's not like essential to the plot or anything, but he's just funny to watch on screen because like rah, 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 and that guy's like, okay, we'll try and interpret whatever the fuck that means, dude. Apparently, I heard somewhere that like, no, I think it was hinted in one of the last few episodes that Kyle had a crush on Rogelio. It was just definitely funny to me, like that I don't know. It's funny to think about that. Yeah, they made developments between like even the really minor characters who's gonna have those relationships. It's a lot of detail. It's really great what they've done. Okay. Oh baby, we got Mermista. Okay, Mermista is definitely or probably one of the top ones on the S tier. Okay, she's a really fun character. I think um, she's not really like it's funny because she has that kind of like what like Raven from Teen Titans. Okay, she has that kind of whatever thing going on where she's kind of like she a lot of times acts like she's doesn't really care, and then she also has kind of like that Valley Girl kind of vibe to her. But it's funny when she's I don't know, she's just a fun character in general. I like watching her interact with the other characters on screen. Like, oh my, let me check how long this is going. By the way, 18 minutes. We haven't even gotten through half of them. Oh my god, I need to hurry it up. Okay. But yeah, Miss is definitely a fun character to see on screen. Okay. Alrighty, I've thought about another character for the S plus tier. I don't know when they're coming up. But okay, they're coming up in a bit. Okay, Spinnerella. Okay, I didn't really like watching Spinnerella on screen that much. I'm gonna be real. Okay, Spinnerella is actually probably a C. I'm sorry, I had to do it to him. Okay, Spinnerella is just not really interesting to see on screen for me. It's it's just a lot of it's definitely one of the slower parts of the show when she's on screen. Like I get it, like the joke is that they weren't really useful in the beginning of the show. I think that was the joke, and then they kind of became more intertwined with the plot. And I don't know, they weren't. Anyways, Spinnerella wasn't that really great of a character for me. Okay, alright. Oh baby, Kyle. Alrighty, I'll put him in the S tier. I think Kyle is great because oh my god, the S tier is gonna be fucking clogged, dude. Okay, okay. You know what, Rogelio? I'm sorry. I have to move you down. I'm sorry. I hate to do it to you, Rogelio, my man. But there's like it's getting too crowded up there. I don't want my entire tier list to be S, S plus, S plus. I mean, you know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, so Kyle is great because he's just like a punching bag. It was like everyone blames Kyle. Kyle, why'd you do that? Kyle. It's always Kyle in it. It's funny to me, god damn it. Oh baby, we got an interesting one here, okay? Alrighty. Ooh. Alright, this is a tough choice, okay? You could either put Shadow Weaver in S plus or S, okay? Okay, I think she's gonna be top of S tier, okay? Probably. Here's why she's just gonna make it to S plus tier, and that's because it's kind of part her whole thing at the end of part of season 5, the end of season 5 when Shadow Weaver dies and all that, and she's like to Katra. It's like I'm so proud of you, Katra. I guess it was definitely a really good scene, okay, but I feel like it was just like not enough, not enough, okay, to make not enough. She didn't really repent enough. Like she said all those things, I guess, and I guess those are things she was thinking. But at the same time, it was kind of like we didn't really see her start to have any doubts. It was just kind of like, oh, I loved you all along. Plot twist, like it wasn't really like subtly built up with a lot of the other characters. It is like when you watch Katra on screen. I know I keep talking about Katra, okay, but she's like the best one, so shut up, okay. Katra is like she every single time she interacts with Adora, okay, it's like she's like kind of hesitates, and then she hesitates a bit more, and then a bit more, and then suddenly they're fucking married, okay? All right. But it's like, it builds up to a point, okay? That's good character development. I feel like with Shadow Weaver she was kind of like, okay, I'm bad, and now I'm, not so bad, maybe even not so bad, I guess, on the good guy team, but like not really a good guy. And all of a sudden I'm like, I'm so proud of you, Katra, and I'm like, bro, bitch, you got a little bit more fucking apologizing to do, man. You kind of like fucked up Katra's life, bitch, but whatever. And she's still a good character, okay? Oh, baby. Alrighty. Shit, well, no, I don't. Alright, I'm gonna put Swiftwind in S tier, okay? Swiftwind is it's definitely a really funny character, really charismatic, and also kind of goofy. It's plot relief, okay. Um, Definitely an important dynamic of She-Ra, okay. Now I didn't really I didn't really like too much of it when he was like too serious about stuff, and I was kind of like okay, let's be real, man. That part in when they get Katra off of Hordak Prime's flagship or whatever, and they're on their way back, and Swiftwind's like, "Oh, when is She-Ra gonna come back?" And it's like, "When is She-Ra gonna come back?" Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like fucking skipped through those parts because it was just annoying to sit there and watch Swiftwind. Like Swiftwind, I don't care. I'm not. I don't like how he's. It's like okay, honestly, it's probably more of it is like I was like, okay, come on, when Katra and Adora, when the fuck are they gonna get married already? Okay, let's be fucking real. That's probably some of the bias there, I guess. But anyways, okay. Alrighty. Where the heck? No, we're not going to gmail.com. I apologize if that, interrupted your thing. Okay. Hordak is going to be S+, okay? And the reason why is Hordak is one of those villains that's like, has a plot and development arc, but it's not like, like as sharp of a curve, okay? He's more of he develops. It's really subtle with him, like it's not like at the end he's like, oh, I'm suddenly all good and all that. It's definitely really subtle, um like he's like like he still does a bunch of bad stuff even through the late areas of the show, and then it's kind of like it's not like he didn't make a full recovery, I think. So it's definitely, I don't know, it's interesting. I feel like a lot of times they mess up these villain arcs where it's kind of like, oh, suddenly I'm good at because plot twist, because I made a decision or whatever. I will explain why isn't not a flaw for Catra. Well, the thing is between Catra and Adora is it's kind of like they were best friends, so that kind of shit wasn't meant to be. Okay, that shit was destiny. Okay, and that shit was important. They obviously were like like each other. Ooh. My god, how long is this recording gonna go on, dude? I'm just rambling and rambling, dude. I don't want to upload an hour-long video. Whatever, we're almost there. Okay. Oh baby, alrighty. Oh baby, okay. Now, Seahawk is probably one of those top S tier characters. He's S plus, top of S plus tier characters, or at least definitely an S plus tier character. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put Seahawk above Double Trouble. Dude, Seahawk is so fucking great, dude. Adventure, dude. He's so fucking awesome. I love every single time he's on screen, dude. He's really funny, and he's definitely it's like a flawed guy, but he's also funny, and it's kind of hard to take him seriously when he does something wrong, and it's just he's always fun to watch on screen. He's one of the funniest characters, okay? And like the whole jig with like, oh wait, it's fun to be friends with friends, and then it's like, oh shit, man, I accidentally got kidnapped by the wrong person. It's really funny, dude. I love that whole thing. Anyway, Seahawk is great. Okay, we got Bo. Okay, alrighty. Let me. Also, by the way, I'm not really sorting out any of the tiers really, because I just I don't know. I don't really want to get into the nitty gritty, especially when we're already at like 25 minutes. S plus character, Bo is obviously going to be an S plus character. He's one of those people, and I think She-Ra. Okay, right after I think Catra, then Adora, then I think Bo. Okay, I'm like, alrighty. What? No. Anyways, Bo's a good character because he's like, he's definitely one of those really nuanced characters. Um, I like that he's like a normal guy. He's like he feels like a normal guy, kind of still kind of quirky, I guess, but he's a normal guy, and that's definitely interesting. It's kind of like I don't know. It's not like this totally like oh I'm a normal guy and I'm totally confused. Like he's in on it, but he's definitely one of those more really nuanced personalities, and that makes him fun to watch on screen. Okay, man, do they put Bo's gay dads on the list, dude? Okay, here's a fucking awesome one, dude. Straight into fucking S tier. Wrong Hordak. Now let me tell you about fucking Wrong Hordak. He is just a pleasure to see on screen. It's so good. His character development arc is so good. It's like he's like it's just a mistake that he even does whatever, but he's like he changes, and he's definitely like treated as like kind of a dummy doing whatever in the trash can, but it's funny, dude. Like what his development arc is funny. Like he's like suddenly he realized Hordak Prime lied to me. No, what am I doing? I have an existential crisis. And then he like starts cooking dinner, and he's just in his name. They keep calling him Wrong Hordak, even though they probably should have named him something else. But they just keep calling him Wrong Hordak. It's great. Okay, gotta fucking love that guy. And oh baby, alrighty. Now I feel like this was expected enough. Calm down. It's once again I don't have my mouse, so I gotta scroll up. Okay. Adora is the top of the S plus tier. Okay. Probably behind, yeah, followed by Seahawk. Okay, and Adora is like the second. It's kind of like there are like three pieces of She-Ra. Okay, yeah, Catra. You got the rest of the characters, and then you got Adora, and it's kind of like I don't know. For me, you know what? I shut up. Okay, look, because Adora is definitely, she's a really good main character, okay? And I say that because I've seen a lot of shitty main characters. Main characters suck ass a lot of the time, at least in terms of development and all that. But Adora's definitely has a complicated development arc, and dude, and then you combine that with Catra's also complicated development arc, and then boom, it's like love and happiness. I'm like finally like, yeah, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna leave it at that, dude. Definitely a really nuanced character, and I really could say something, really deep and sentimental and philosophical, but I won't. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Frosta. Okay, Frosta. I'm gonna be real. Frosta was kind of like an A tier for me, like top A tier. Okay, I don't know. She wasn't my favorite of the princesses, of the other princesses that weren't like in the the friendship squad. Okay. Um. Although, like, if you think about that for real though, it's like only one princess was actually in the friendship squad, which is kind of weird to me. Like when I think about it, like the whole main cast, it's like Shira, princesses of power, but it's like the whole main four are just not princesses. Like you got Catra, you got Adora, you got Bo, and then you got Glimmer, who is the princess. Okay. Anyways, whatever. Frosto was definitely a fun character to see interact on. Okay. You know what? Fine. You get bottom of S tier because I remember a funny moment and it was funny, but dude, okay, all the characters are definitely well written, okay? That's why the S tier is getting so big. Okay. Natasha. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I feel like, okay, she's an A tier. Definitely not S tier, okay? She's a good character. Once again, I don't know, man. They were just kind of insignificant, I guess. Like, I feel like they could have brought more. They could have done more with the other characters instead of doing Natasha and Spinnerella. Because they weren't really that enjoyable of characters. Like they were okay, but like definitely if you had concentrated the time that they had on screen together, like I know they're a joke, but then they like substituted in and they added these other like princes or princesses or whatever, like as the joke. But I thought these two were supposed to be like the jokey characters. Anyways, it's just kind of weird, dude. I don't know. They weren't my favorite, definitely. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. I've got to keep it real with you. I gotta put. I don't even remember her name, dude. I think it's. Fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. I don't remember her name. I feel like I probably know it. Okay, but it's not really coming to me on my head right now. Um. Anyways, yeah, she's a good character. She doesn't make the S tier because I don't know. Her character arc definitely isn't as complicated, and I don't know. It's sometimes she's kind of annoying. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Sometimes she annoys me on screen. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Sometimes she can be annoying. Okay, and it's not like the Catra annoying. Everything comes back to Catra. Yes, it's because Catra is the fucking supreme being on this entire tier list. You understand? Okay. But it's like with Catra, like it's hard to watch her on screen sometimes because it's like the emotional consequences of what's happening. But then with like it's annoying in that way because you want I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you. One thing that happened with me on the show, I rooted for the Horde, okay, and I rooted for them up until the end of season 4. Why? Because Catra's on their side, dude. I rooted for Catra the entire fucking time, dude. I'm sorry. I was like every single battle. I'm like, come on, Catra, you can fucking win this. Like, outsmart them, outplay them, dude. So, anyways, that's kind of my perspective. Was I don't know if that was any of your guys' perspectives, but that was kind of mine. Okay. Um. All right, this guy. I fucking forgot his name. He's cool, but he's a good character. He's definitely got that nuance and whatnot. I keep saying nuance and nuance, and I keep describing them the same way. But shut up, okay. Definitely not one of the essential characters, but he definitely helps with the world building and is definitely, more better for world building than, Light Hope is just like a plot device, okay? This guy, keep forgetting his name or their name, her name, their name. I'm sorry. Some people I can't tell the genders. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, he's definitely good character. Okay. Alrighty. Horde Prime is definitely an A tier character. Okay. There are some parts of him where like they're good. Okay. Like it's interesting his little cult thing and his plans thing kind of. But it's kind of like, once again, when you think of Shira, you don't think of Horde Prime. You think of the Horde potentially, because you have Hordak or whatever. I never think of Horde Prime. I think of Horde Prime as a plot device, and he's evil and menacing, and it's someone to hate. Okay, it's the fucking scapegoat, because at the end of the day, with all the relationships that are like messed up at the beginning of season 5, dude, they need someone to be like, they need a scapegoat to unite against, okay? And so I guess that's why we got the good ending. So at the end of the day, I got to give Horde Prime credit for giving us the Poggers ending, okay? But yeah, alrighty. I'm gonna put what's her name again? Raz, Madam Raz, in the A tier. Okay, I'll put him in bottom S tier, okay? And the reason why is like I wasn't the biggest fan of her on screen, but she's definitely an interesting character. Definitely, I like watching her interact with Shira. Okay, that's definitely something like I enjoy. It's fun to watch, and it's definitely interesting the relationship they build and all that. Okay, yeah. Okay, Mara is definitely not. It's an S tier character, not like an S plus tier character. But she's definitely a really good way of how do I say this? A really good way of I don't know. It's a really good plot device, and I think it's bringing humanity to a plot device. Like they tried to do that with Light Hope, but it's definitely really harder to do. With Mars, like it's like her ancestor, and she's like communicating, and she's like at the end of the day, Mars still the same kind of confused, kind of scared person that Adora is, and it's kind of like whoa, they're they have a lot of similarities or something. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then finally, hold on. Let me scroll a bit more upwards. And we're gonna put Huntara in S plus tier. Huntara, definitely exceptionally well designed character. Definitely fun to watch her on screen. Her development arc was interesting and all, but she definitely adds one of those extra layers to everything. Fun character to watch, funny, and I definitely like her character because it's interesting. She's like the tough girl kind of character, but she's definitely more nuanced than that. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Let me scroll up for a second. Okay. So yeah, that brings us to the end of our tier list. Okay, and it is correct. It's the only good. It's the only right opinion. Okay, Katra is like miles ahead. Okay, exception of Adora Seahawk. Okay, those are the only two that come close to Katra. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I gotta say it, dude. Like, when you may call me, yo, you're sim for Katra, shut the fuck up. Shut up. I don't care what you say, okay? Alright. But yeah. Basically, that is my tier list. Thank you all so much for watching. By the way, you should watch She-Ra, okay? If you haven't done it. I don't know why you watched this video and made it this far. If you haven't watched it. But definitely watch it. It's definitely an incredibly good show. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And I will talk to you all later. Bye bye. Wait, can I? Okay, we have 30 seconds to 40 minutes on the dot. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do a little little bit of singing. Okay, all right. Oh, it's fun to be friends with friends, and you know what? Just whatever. Bye, guys. I'm going home. Bye.